Are in a cautious mood today in anticipation of the outcome of today's retail Dutch and auction system and treasury bills auction. Meanwhile, traders at UBA say bond appetite remains weak. Chuka Nwachukwu, head of ALM and balance sheet management at UBA, joins me now for more market movements. Chuka, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Esther.
Well, I suppose you know where I'm going to start. Do we have any results, details from this much awaited outcome from the retail Dutch auction that the CBN has reintroduced?
No, the result is not out yet. Hopefully between now and 5 p.m. It should be out, but currently it's not out, as well as that of the T-bills. Both are not out yet.
But what are you having? I mean, what discussions are you having, traders amongst yourselves, in terms of the potential outcome and what this means for the market if this is something that's here to stay?
Yeah, you know, about 10 years ago, this has always been the norms, you know, the orders. You know, this is what banks look forward to also, you know, obviously help to, you know, keep the system liquid. And so it's more like a deviation from the usual weekly auction. The orders we also give customers, or reach out to more customers regarding you know, FS issue, and I believe that CBN is on the right track reintroducing it. Right.
Right. Okay. We'll probably come back to that if we have more time. But I wanted to quickly run us through other market developments. I know that there is a treasury bills auction today, 216 billion. Bring us up to speed.
So let me start with liquidity. Market has been in positive. Today is around over 500 billion. Like you rightly mentioned, there's an auction today, NTB auction, well over 260 billion will be on offer. The last auction result came out 2022 levels. We expect this current auction to, you know, to be within that range. On the bond side, the bond is pretty quiet due to you know, investors' appetite. Though we've seen a bit of bullish sentiment on the 2033 and 2038. But that's other than that, that market is quiet right now. I guess as a result of the auction, which is happening today on the NTB side.
Right. Okay. Well, if that's it, then let's go back to the FX market now. For the RDAS, what we've seen in the past is that it promotes or brings more transparency. This time, the CBN gets to know exactly who the customer is, why the person wants the dollar, and of course, the credential list is a little longer now compared to the past in terms of who qualifies for the FX. But talk to us about, I mean, the issue of transparency, why the CBN felt the need to reintroduce the RDAS, in your opinion, and if this is here to stay, what does that mean for, I mean, would that ease demand pressure in the short to medium term?
I think it's a great policy. I believe the only reason why CBN stopped it was due to illiquidity in the system, and of course at that time interbank trading was halted, you know, until recently. It brings in more confidence, like you rightly mentioned. In that way, people see what exactly they are going for. CBN is also will be able to scrutinize, you know, each individual customer as against you know, the retail auction, where, for example, you know, transparency isn't clear. What does it mean for the market? It means simply that the CBN, you know, is indicating that they're willing to meet demand, genuine demand. Let me add that, and then of course it also means that you know, telling the market, the investors as well as the market participants that, you know, all the policies put in place is going to, CBN is gradually implementing them, and most importantly, the fact that, you know, they want to keep the system liquid, because this will obviously keep the system liquid. Don't forget they're also intervening on the parallel market, you know, selling directly to some of the BDCs, and so all this will create liquidity in the system, create confidence, and most importantly, you know, transparency, like you rightly mentioned.
Right. So on the one hand, we have, you know, CBN supplying dollars through the RDAS. Then of course we have its intermittent supply, dollar supply to the market, all on the back of still the willing buyer, willing seller situation at the market. Now, we've seen the Naira trade since the month of June above 1,500 Naira to the greenback, sometimes hitting, even, higher than 1,600, 1,600. Can we expect the trading range of the Naira to begin to ease in the coming weeks if this continues? Can we see, should we expect the Naira to begin to appreciate in value against the dollar?
Absolutely. Once this continues and the investors or market participants know that this will be done every week, the speculative demand will reduce. Also, it will also help, customers to build directly, and as well as be able to plan in terms of cash flow. And most importantly, I think I also may have to mention that this has shown or is showing that CBN is getting the more supply, more liquidity that they need in order to meet the demand. And so with the euro bond, dollar-denominated local bond, for example, it also has to do with the fact that CBN, directly encouraging those who have cash, for example, to bring this cash out to be able to supply it to the end users. So in all, I think it's a positive development, for the system.
Right. Chuka, thank you so much for talking to us today. We appreciate your insight on this. Chuka Nwachukwu, Head of ALM and Balance Sheet Management at UBA.